Hey, what's up guys? Dr. Lee Horine here. So let's talk growing pains. This is something that a lot of people experience, a lot of kids experience it. It's kind of thrown out there. TV shows are named after it. And is it something that's normal or is it something that is not normal? It's something I'd say is common, but I'll tell you right off the bat, it's not actually normal because every kid grows and every kid grows at rapid rates, but some kids are stricken with terrible growing pains, others are not. And that should always be a clear sign that if some people have something, other people do not, then it means that as a human being that we're not required to have growing pains in this case. So what we see is that as your body is maturing, right, as bones are growing, there's ligaments that are growing, your whole body as a kid is going through the changes of growth and growing into being a mature adult. And what ends up happening is you'll have bones that are growing, you have ligaments that are stretching out, and what that's doing is that's literally changing how your brain has to process where your body is in space. Seems kind of something you don't really think a whole lot about, right? But as you know, that's why kids oftentimes go through that giraffe phase where they're really clumsy and they're growing up and it's like, oh my gosh, look how big that little kid or the little girl's feet is or little boy's feet. They're going to grow into those feet at some point. Same with their hands, and all of a sudden they're just kind of stumbling around. They have to get used to their new body because their brain is constantly having to reprogram itself over and over and over again to learn where it is. So one, it doesn't bump into things, but on a higher level so that it can coordinate movement properly. And when that gets out of balance because of misalignments or miscommunications from the brain to the body, then all of a sudden we see things where ligaments now are starting to get a little bit stretched. You have muscles that might start to have little micro tears. You're more likely to sprain and strain, and a lot of times people will start to have aches and pains, and parents will bring them into us saying, well, I don't know, it's just pain. Some parents will call them growing pains. Other people are just saying, I don't know, you're just complaining about knee pain or low back pain or neck pain quite a bit. And what we're finding out is once these kids are starting to get adjusted, the growing pains, they go away. And when they start to fall out of getting adjusted on a frequent basis, then sometimes those growing pains come back, sometimes they stay gone. Ultimately, our goal is we want people to grow up healthy and feeling great, but this is a cool topic to talk about because growing pains, I mean, this is a cool time in people's lives and kids' lives. They're getting bigger and they're growing, and we want to make sure that they can feel good as they're growing and getting all tall and awkward and gangly as they're maturing. So I hope that gave you a little bit of fun facts on growing pains. So definitely get kids checked for subluxations, which are those nerve interferences in the spine, and what that'll do is that'll impact their body entirely. So I hope you have an awesome day, and this is Dr. Lee Horine with Ignite Chiropractic, and share this with your friends.